If the truth is not the truth, where should we go then? Dear friends of the truth, our video series on the open letter is coming to an end. What have we seen? First, injustice should always be addressed and corrected, whether it affects the small or the great ones. Second, the public biblical position on vaccination is neutrality, in stark contrast to the practice of the last 4 years. Third, there are many valid reasons of conscience for Christians not to be vaccinated. Fourth, the governing body has deviated from this biblical freedom of conscience and abandoned its neutrality. Fifth, the governing body has stigmatized unvaccinated brothers and sisters simply because they chose a different medical treatment. Unimaginable. Sixth, to this end, they used a whole range of sophisticated manipulation techniques in their updates in full public view. Seventh, the low point of this misconduct was when the governing body claimed to be directly passing on Jehovah's instructions on vaccination, and in doing so, it equated its own opinion with God's infinite wisdom. Eighth, the leadership of Jehovah's Witnesses instigated unprecedented persecution of unvaccinated brothers and sisters. The result, many violated their conscience, suffered severe side effects, and some even died. Ninth, finally, we examine the possible entanglements behind this fatal change of course and dismantle 2 teachings that could become dangerous to us in the future. So, how are you feeling now, dear friends of the truth? Do you have the impression that this faithful and discreet slave in Matthew chapters 24, verses 45 and 46 is more like his colleague from verses 48 through 51? But if ever that evil slave says in his heart, "My master is delaying," and he starts to beat his fellow slaves and to eat and drink with the confirmed drunkards, the masters of that slave will come on a day that he does not expect and in an hour that he does not know. And he will punish him with the greatest severity, literally cut him into pieces, and will assign him his place with the hypocrites. This is where the weeping and the gnashing of his teeth will be. Does this apply to the governing body? The slave has treated his master's servants, the sheep of Jesus, ruthlessly, unkindly, and brutally. Like a drunkard, he has strayed from the straight path, staggered back to it after the COVID crisis, and now refuses any apology. Unless he proves otherwise, we must assume that the slave has sat down at the table with worldly authorities who lack a clear biblical perspective and has allowed them to cloud his vision. That is exactly what Jesus warned against, isn't it? So what now? Are you shocked? If what we always call the truth is not the truth, where do we go from here? Here we can clear up a big misunderstanding. The truth is not a group of people or a religious community. The Bible teaches something else. The truth is a person. Jesus said to him, "I am the way and the truth and the life. No one comes to the Father except through me." John 14:6. So the question, where shall we go, should actually be, to whom shall we go? As Simon Peter answered, "Lord, whom shall we go away to? You have sayings of everlasting life." John 6:68. Is it that simple? We go to Jesus, and through Jesus we come to the Father. That's what the Bible says. But how does that work in practice? How do I find other like-minded people? Am I even allowed to talk to Jesus? Won't Jehovah be offended if I focus more on Jesus? As a Jehovah's Witness, do I perhaps have gaps in my knowledge about Jesus? Get ready for an exciting new journey of faith with God. We will address these questions of faith and many others in the future. If you are interested in this, please subscribe to our channel and we will see you again. Feel free to write in the comments which topics you would like to see covered. See you soon, dear truth seeker.